Kill all the players. That seems to be almost the end of the adventure. Oh, hey, Shakespeare, why don't you come on in? Come on in, Shakes. Come on in. Yeah.
Welcome, adventurers. Welcome to Nat21 Adventures, the place where your friends from the Renaissance Festival circuit come together to play whimsically dangerous Dungeons and Dragons. Your eyes do not deceive you. I am your Metatron. My name is Carmel. It's so nice to meet you. It is my pleasure and my privilege to be on this adventure with all of you and the fine crew of Nat21 Adventures. When we are not here, we can be found hanging out on the Nat21 Adventures Discord, so join us there for more shenanigans. It's even more fun, if I'm honest, if you become a Patreon saint at patreon.com/nat2121adventures, you will get amazing, fabulous perks like the monster and map of the month. Every month, a new map and a monster from the World of Eart and beyond. Paolo assures me that your monthly map and monster are on the way. They'll be there tomorrow, and right after he crashes out after this show. Well, it's exactly what I said to my landlord about my rent, so it must be true, right? I have a very trustworthy face. This episode is sponsored in part by the creators of Eisendor's Vault of Tragic Treasure. Their Kickstarter launches April 8th, that's 2 days from now, so you can get on board at the link in the comments to see this amazing book, chock full of unique magical items that we've been using for ages in our game. We are excited to start off this new campaign and welcome returning players as well as new. And of course, let us welcome once again your loyal dungeon master, Paolo Garbanzo.
Well, greetings, adventurers. Hail the new Metatron. Carmel, Clavin, everybody, give her a big hand.
Dressed with power.
Yes.
I'm so
yes,
excited
Carmel,
to be
of course,
here.
as you know, is our... Yes, she is our glamour hobo, and she does a show on Monday nights. Last night, hopefully you saw it. And she is now our Metatron for our new campaign season.
Shakespeare gave me this quill. He gave me this quill.
When he died. That was the video we were supposed to show. But
I'm sorry,
I guess
Paolo, could you clarify who killed him? Could you just...
Well, I mean, technically,
on that for a minute.
Really actually a physical being in the Dungeons and Dragons world. I'm, I'm just an impartial judge. So technically, he just kind of was killed. Just slings and arrows, just the way Shakespeare wanted to go.
I'm sure he feels the same way about it.
He does. Well, my friends, we are so glad that you're here to join us for some seriously off-the-wall Dungeons & Dragons with performers from around the Renaissance Festival world. We have some new players for this new campaign, which will be based partly on the Dungeons & Dragons setting of the mythic Odysseys of Theros, mixed with completely original creation of the island of Sicil on the World of Eart. Not to be confused with the island of Sicily on the completely wacky planet called Earth. As usual, I want to remind everyone watching that this is an interactive game. The only thing we ask you is that you follow Will Wheaton's law, which is don't be a dick. And other than that law, everything goes. For the people just joining us tonight, remember that you can interact with the game using saintly points gained by watching the channel. That's right. You can give our players advantage, hits, auto fails, and Nat21s. The list of powers that you have are right there. And if you subscribe, you'll be able to use those powers faster because you will gain them much faster. If you want more powers, you can join our Patreon. And just so you know, a bit of clarification for the rules of the game. We will be playing Dungeons and Dragons of sorts. You, my friends, use your powers can stack or cancel each other out. If someone gives disadvantage, someone else can throw in an auto success, which beats the disadvantage, but then someone else can throw a critical failure on top of that, which of course beats everything else. However, an actual honest to goodness roll of a 1. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, that's a 6. I thought it was a 1. Anyway, of a 1, or as we all know, a critical Nat21.
Ooh, well, that's friends, a good-looking number.
They are sacred unto the gods. Powers, so don't even try. Other than that, anything goes. Powers cannot be handed out to be used later. They must be given and used immediately. You're like unto Greek gods and goddesses. You throw down your will at your whim. But if you're not watching, you might miss an opportunity. Just look at what happened to Troy. True story.
That's a deep cut. That's a very deep cut.
Oh.
If you don't mind it.
Bring in our players for this campaign season, returning As Loon, the half-orc druid, we have Mab, JustMab. There she is now. Hey, Mab.
Hello, I am pretty.
So pretty.
I am so pretty. I'm winking at you. Actually, I'm going to use all my eyes. I'm winking with my vertical eye. It's right here.
Oh, I can perceive it.
My third eye is up here.
Hello. I'm jazzed to be on this show.
And my friends returning as Echo, the Merfolk Eldritch Knight, Kitty Kaos.
I love that lady.
I know, right?
Ooh. She's like Ariel. Someone stole her voice.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, no. She has become a mime. Oh, you know, it's funny. I can hear her on someone else's microphone. It's almost like you guys are in the same
We are in the same room.
So maybe if you yell really, really, really loud.
I think it's fair to say that two people in the same room is magic these days.
Not kidding.
Well, we're going to figure that out in just a sec. We'll just...
You are pretty. You're the pretty one. Oh, look at that. You got a roadie. Look at that. Make the roadie do the thing. Hello, roadie.
It seems that Echo has once again captured a human to possibly use him for her whims.
Well done, you.
What happens? Hopefully that one of those whims is fixing that technical issue. Yeah, do so. She'll be back. We hope. Hopefully. And my friends...
I can't wait to see
some chatter in the comments for our new player to Nat21 Adventures. My friends, we have Thales, Gear Chaser, the Gnomish Artificer, also known as Andrew McKee.
Hey!
Hello. A pleasure to be here. I have a great pleasure.
You really shouldn't drink and hold knives at the same time.
Unless you are stabbing someone with a knife.
Yes.
Oh, that's how you prepare. I'm an artificer. That's what you do. You drink the elixir, then you stabby.
Well, yeah, he's got it, you know.
That's what you do.
I am willing to work with you on some good brews. We'll talk about it.
We will. It will be grand.
Oh my goodness. He is ready to roll. My friends, just so you know, and so Louis Garadek, who has been a past player on Nat21 Adventures, juggler for the London Royal Show, he will be joining us next week and for the rest of the entire campaign. But currently, he's on the road heading down to the Scarborough Fair. Now, Kitty, Andrew, and myself, as you can see, I have a bit of a stage change here. And we are actually currently at the Sherwood Forest Fair outside of Austin, Texas, which just started this past week and continues for 7 more weekends. And that's why we're here in their Great Hall. And we want to thank them for hosting us here in the Great Hall, providing us with this amazing set. And
it's so natural and lifelike.
I know, right? It looks like, I think it is real stone, actually. It's you should see their castle, my friends. If you haven't seen this show, if you haven't come to Sherwood, definitely come on out. It's a fantastic show. This hall is, I'm just going to say, this hall is great.
Oh, get it! It's a great hall! Yeah, I picked up on that. Yeah, very cunning.
We're...
Oh.
Wait a minute.
You have me muted!
I just want to say, you've killed Shakespeare, and you're trying to stop Echo in all its forms. And who's next? I think you should be worried, everyone else.
You know what? I'm not that mad about it. I'm not that mad about it because I got to play with that cute boy.
I'd like to welcome Action Cam to the show. Hey, Action Cam, how's it going? I'm doing great. Hey, see, Action Cam doesn't have any problem with his mic. I'm just fine. Look at me. I'm Action Cam.
I'll make it weird, Paul. I'll make it weird.
I think his absolute best skill is making it weird.
It's just making it weird.
I think that's really the truth.
I know those guys. Look at that.
Oh my. Well, my friends, I guess we're all here now. And, the only one who's having any issues is possibly me because my Bluetooth is just...
I still have issues.
We all have issues.
We all have issues.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
I'm very comfortable, and I've just moved in.
I know. Like I took this the week off to do some really good tech updates. You'll notice that I am no longer the pastiest and whitest of persons. I mean, on screen I still technically am, but this is slightly more my more natural hue.
Chrome, like a chromatic rainbow.
That's me. I fart rainbows. So, hey, we got the new guy here. Have we freaked you out enough yet? Welcome.
Oh no. I'm fine. I've been watching you, so yes, I'm. This is normal.
You've been watching me, have you? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
I know. I was like, had my orcs only channel, only orcs. And it's really just me sitting there with a water pipe and various herbs, medicinal uses. I'd like to play a sample from that show. Good.
It's like very soothing.
Yeah, it's meditative.
I hope you all don't mind. We were dealing with technical difficulties and I didn't finish getting dressed. So now I'm doing it now.
I want to say I am very impressed with it being the first time we have brought this show literally on the road. I think that's amazing. You guys are literally bringing show on road.
That's right. Yeah, here we are. I never thought it was going to happen, and yet here we are. And here we are. Yes. Well, my friends, what else do we have to say? Yes. Golly, I was just like trying to think. All right, did we hit the Sherwood Foursquare link in the comments? I'm just wondering. Did we send them a link? We should, since they're great all here.
For those of you up there in the Northeast, I guarantee you it's worth the drive. Come check out Sherwood.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh, wait,
or fly. I don't know. You guys fly.
You know, Echo, Sally brings up a really good point.
Thanks, Sally. I'll take that into consideration.
Can we bring some? Oh, on a railroad next. Oh, man.
Oh, we did. And a cruise after that in 2022 or 2023. Right. I decided that we should take a transatlantic cruise.
Oh, yeah. I like this. I like this idea.
I do want to let you know that if we do a Sicily tour, there is a part where the train leaves Italy proper, gets on a ferry, and then breaks up into 3 different rows, goes across the channel, and then the train gets off the ferry on the other side in Messina. So you're in a train on a boat. And
in Sherwood Forest. Let's do this.
It's like snakes on a plane, but it's trains.
Nerds in a train by a plane. What?
On a
boat.
On a boat.
On a boat, near a boat.
Let's do this thing.
We do want to thank everybody who came over from the Volgamut show just ended in our same location right here. We were playing Dungeons & Dragons music, and I was helping them out. They came over and raided our channel, so I want to say hi to all of them and welcome. If you want to sit down and relax and watch us play some wacky Dungeons & Dragons, here we go. My friends, without further ado, and we had a lot of ado here. Without further ado, let's do that.
I believe you have to say the words.
Let's roll that beautiful Nat21 footage. Let's roll that Nat21 footage. All right, my friends. We left some of our adventurers off in Magecroft at Questfriend Castle. And now we bring back our story. There was a certain Merfolk, Echo was her name, who at the end of last season ran off on a flying carpet with a fire demon. I know this sounds weird, like we're just making this up, but honestly, that is how the season ended. As Echo was like, I need a vacation, and just flew right off with Hexor, the demon from the Firelands. Well, they had a little bit of a relationship, I guess. They were wandering around in the ocean. He's like, "Oh, show me what islands you live on." And they got to talking, and well, basically, Echo was like, I love islands," and Hexor was like, I can give you an island. I have a whole giant island if you want it. And Echo, of course, was like, well, yeah, I want an island. So he said, well, yeah, here you go. Whoop. And magically made a gigantic island appear in the middle of the waters. Not far from Magecroft, not far, a little bit, but not too far. And there, Echo and Hexor stood on the flying carpet looking over this beautiful, beautiful land. But there was something possibly amiss.
I recognize this island. I know this island. This is Sicil. This is Sicil.
Oh,
Is this Sicil?
Yeah, that was the name of this island before I sent it off to the fire plane. Yeah.
You what?
Yeah, I sent it off to the fire. They just kind of teleported the whole thing, just boop. It was 400 years ago. What? Like, there's anybody around that's gonna remember that?
Some of us were around. A lot of us were around. A lot of people were around. A lot of people lived on that island. My people lived on that island. My whole entire freaking family lived on that island. You are why it disappeared?
Yeah, see, me and I got in a little fight with somebody who lived on the island, and so I was like, F you, and then bam, I just teleported it away. You had friends there? Friends?
Ha ha. Yes. Not only did I have friends, but other people had friends that thousands of people lived there. The only people who didn't vanish when you sent my island to the fire plane were me and my sisters, who were off doing our Sweet 16 activities. And we came back and it was gone. And that was your fault.
You say fault like I didn't mean to. I mean, I just booped. It was boop. That was totally.
I'm gonna push him off the carpet. Do I need a roll for that?
Sure. Yeah. Hexor.
Oh, crap. What do I add for an unarmed attack? Is it like...
I mean, it's your basic unarmed attack, so you probably have at least a +4 at this point. You're Eldritch Knight.
Yeah. Okay, so that's an 8.
A total of an 8?
Yeah, I didn't roll high.
You give him a shove, and he's like, stop messing with me. And you're kind of like, come on, it was like 400 years ago. You can't possibly be that. Oh, are you that old? You are that old, aren't you? Oh, my goodness. You were like 16 when that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I sent them to the fire plane. That's like there's literally probably just killed every single one of the merfolks, because merfolks can't live in fire, can they? That's not a thing.
Okay, sweep the leg, stab. Do I roll separately?
You got a +5 I mean, it's basically an attack. So yeah, you're just going for the combo.
All right. So with a 5, that's 20.
Actually, and another +5 from just some guy. So that's a 25. All right, you just flip and just wham. He's I rolled a 9 for his reaction, and nope, you take him right off the carpet, and he tumbles down just before he hits the water. He dimension doors away, and he's gone. And there before you, Echo, sits the gigantic island of Sicil. You barely remember it 400 years ago. There's all the places along the shore that the merfolks used to live. There's the ancient grottos, the religious places, the temples, the underwater temples, all sorts of places that, it looks a little different from what you remember. The jungles are overgrown. Any buildings that you ever saw, any castles or any temples or anything, any cities, just ruins. As you stand there on this magic carpet looking out into the distance, I mean, it's a beautiful sea, and you can just hear all of the sounds of the island. And you, just in the far distance, in the jungles that exist now, there weren't jungles there before. You can see from hundreds and hundreds of yards away that you are massive creatures, bigger than the largest dinosaur that you can imagine, just rumbling through these jungles as you see birds and other animals that aren't exactly from this plane, that are clearly denizens of the fire plane, as like flaming birds like leap into the air as if everything. It's crazy. Well, we're going to let you think about that for a little while as we move on to our other new player, Thales, Gear Chaser, the gnome. Boop. There you sit, high in your underground cavern, far below Magecroft, and you are in a group of gnomes that is called the Syracuse, and your family has been in Magecroft for just over 400 years. As far as you know, as a young gnome that you are, only 40 years old or thereabouts, a long time ago, your whole family, 200 or so gnomes, were brought to Magecroft by the current king, and they were pretty much sent into, some would call it indentured servitude, and never released. Now, they led fantastic lives. They were given anything they wanted as far as materials to make all sorts of artificer kind of gear with. The only thing they weren't given was their freedom. And they lived underneath the mountain, working on all sorts of devices for the king or the queen or whoever was ruling at the time, 400 years later. Now, your families, your friends, shortly after coming to Magecroft, discovered one night that your island disappeared. Gone. Poof. No one knows why. It's just gone. All the people that you left in that old city of Syracuse, whole place is gone. No one knows. But to you, that's just a legend. That was 400 years ago. Nobody really... That's just some wacky story. They just tell people, like, whatever. That's not really real. That's just something they made up. Surely that is something they made up. But one day, as you sit on useless beacon duty, which is basically that thing that they're like, everyone has to try to look busy for the king. So everybody kind of gets a job. And there's this beacon that's in one of the rooms that's supposed to go off when something happens. And as far as you know, it's never gone off. And as far as you've ever talked to anybody else, it absolutely has never, ever gone off. Until today. Beep, 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 beep. Something just happened. Beep, beep.
What?
For a little bit, you're just like, that can't be real. You don't even know what that is. That's that beacon. Huh. Yep. That Gondor never calls us for aid. Until today. You realize it is the useless beacon. And if the legends are true, that means that something on Syracuse Island, on the island of Sicil, in the city of Syracuse, is sending a signal to the lost gnomes. You go to your father, who is the leader in this group.
Dad!
First, they kind of like, it's the boy who cried wolf, clearly. Clearly, you nodded off. You were having a dream, I'm sure. But your father, Gilbert, the leader of this tribe of gnomes, is like, he welcomes you in. Thalys, you have something?
Yes, the beacon. The beacon is it's beeping.
What beacon?
That beacon. I'm on beacon duty. You know that.
You're kidding.
No.
The beacon.
The beacon. Not the other beacon. The beacon. It's the beacon.
Take me there. So he goes down the hall with you, and there it is. Beep, 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 beeping away. Beep, beep. And he looks at you and he says, "Son, the legends must be true. Great grandfather said that we came from some island that I just thought he was making something up to kind of hide some sort of outrageous fortune that he had. I don't know."
But what do we do? What do we do?
You, my son, as someone, and I say this with the best intention possible, as someone who the king will not notice is missing, you need to find your way to the island, get to Syracuse, see if there's any gnomes left. Find them, find our people. Perhaps we could even, hope beyond hope, rule this island someday. My friend, my son, go. We have a small boat, a tiny, it's just a two gnome, possibly 3 gnome boat. We have heard recently of a group called the Legion of Gnome. Seek their aid, and perhaps they will help you find the lost island of Sicil and our city of Syracuse. Go forth, son. And as word spreads, people start gathering supplies for you, and they take you down to the small submersible boat and bring you basically a hero's welcome. You'll have to sneak out down below underneath the hidden caves that only the gnomes know about, past the guards. And we hear a legend of a place called Quest Friend Castle, where we hear that the Legion of Gnome resides. Go forth, son. Go forth. Gnome speed, my son. Gnome speed. And with that, he goes forth. Thalys jumps into the boat and drives off with a crudely drawn, not to scale. Of course, most artificers would, of course, try to get this scale as best they could, but it is not exactly to scale, I know. And they bring you to quest. This crudely drawn, look out for the big giant tree. And there, in the middle of the river, surrounded by fog, is Quest Friend Castle. What do you do?
Okay, I
Like
get out
Avalon
of the
Hill, but it's
I get out of the boat and I go up to the castle.
all right. There is a door as right there on the water. It seems to have like a little bit of a patio and a nice wooden door.
Huh.
Uh,
I guess I should knock. I better. Oh, I don't want them to know how young I am, so I better use my low voice. Hello, hello, hello. I'm looking for the Legion of Gnome. Legion of Gnome. Anybody in there? Legion of Gnome. Hello.
The door opens, and not a gnome answers the door, but perhaps a half-orc, an ancient half-orc. Possibly the oldest half-orc you've ever seen. You didn't actually know they got that old, actually. And she opens the door.
Oh, hey. Want a nut?
Legion of Gnome?
What?
I'm looking for the Legion of Gnome.
Yeah, hold on a sec. Nut.
It could be the Battalion of Gnome. I could have got it wrong. Could have been Battalion of Gnome, Phalanx of Gnome, maybe. I mean, did you know?
What? Let me.
Is there any of Gnome type thing, around here, maybe? Just of Gnome?
Let me go check. I'll be right back. Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
He's wearing a gnome hat.
Legion of Gnome. How may I help you?
You're part of the Legion of Gnome?
You know, I'm like one of the satellite offices, like public affairs, outreach, foreign exchange student, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
You sure you don't want a nut? They're very good. Very, very good for you.
Well, I was told that maybe you could help me find the island of Sicil.
Sicil?
Yes. It's apparently reappeared.
I like the sound of that. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm in it. Let's do it.
It could be a good nut.
Yes. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm going with your theme. I have no idea.
Oh, it's okay. I forgive you. I'm in it. Let's do this. Let me,
Loon.
I got this thing about things that didn't exist and then suddenly exist. And I go to check it out and make sure everything's cool, Like you see that big tree there?
Yes.
I found that. That was me. I found that.
Well done.
I just kind of rolled a history check for you, Loon, and I actually rolled a Nat21. So you're like,
what was the name of that place again?
Sicil.
Yeah, Cecil. Yeah.
Sicil. That sounds familiar. I remember there was an island, like almost 500 years ago that suddenly disappeared. I got to see this. Oh, just think of the nearly extinct wildlife that I could possibly be bringing back. I'm in it. So what do you
like wildlife?
Island? What?
You like wildlife?
Oh yeah, I'm totally into it. It's my thing, my jam. Yeah. By the way, my name is Loon, Dirt Liquor. I am your friendly neighborhood druid.
Oh, a druid. I love druids. That's great. I've heard all this stuff about druids. I've researched so much.
Research, huh? I like that. That's pretty good. You're a very smart guy, huh? Little gnome dude.
Kind of been a little sheltered.
Oh, no, I will take you under my wing. Get it? Like owls have wings.
Oh.
Then I go and I hug him. Pick up this little tiny little gnome. You're like 3 feet tall.
Pretty close, yes.
You're very cute. I like you. I'll take good care of you. So this island, why do you need to go there?
Well, because we're originally from there.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't really listening when you told me the first time. Let's do this. So I can help. What?
No,
Okay.
nothing. That's it should be great. But do you think you know how to get there? I've got a boat.
Okay.
Well, your little beacon, like, actually is a homing beacon. So, Thalis,
Oh, and I've
you
got a
do
homing
know.
beacon too. So
Let me
I
just
know
look
what
into-
direction it is completely. But I think I need help.
Oh yeah, I got you. I won't let anything hurt you. I'm very good with nature and whatnot. Let me get some stuff.
But just you? You're the whole Legion of Gnome?
Oh yeah. Oh right.
I mean, she's about as big as, I don't know, 4
I'm
or
like
5
3
gnomes
gnomes
at least.
tall.
Yeah.
Or like a platoon of gnome, maybe?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring my little buddy. So this is like another half gnome right here.
Oh, well then there we go.
And I got a battle sloth.
A battle sloth?
Oh yeah, very vicious. Slow but vicious.
Let's do it. I can't wait. This sounds really great and exciting. Let's do this. This is going to
I'm
be
in
so
it,
much
I'm in it.
fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Follow your
Well,
lead. You go.
there, Loon, you notice that there is a boat right outside.
cool.
It is big enough for 3 gnomes. So it's just big enough for, well, you and Thalis and just squinching in everybody, just a little sloth. And well, everybody squinches in. You manage to fit, and this little boat, which doesn't seem to have any sort of sail on it. I mean, just a little teeny sail, but it just seems to be for looks, really. And
I can take it, but
it moves, it goes, it
Wow.
just shoots through the water,
That's
and boop, boop, boop. Eventually, again, this boat is, this island is very close. It's not that far away from Magecroft. It's actually,
I
it's
do
not
bring provisions, and I do have like a little bag of food and medicinal supplies. Did I do the air quotes? I meant medicinal supplies.
Right. It probably takes, with this small boat, probably takes a couple of hours, which is not that far away. It literally is not that far away. Loon, you know that you're actually following along the ley line that runs through Magecroft, and it goes right over this island. You're
That
like,
checks
huh.
out. That
Now-
ley line keeps popping up.
It does. Thalis, you see the beacon turns a little to the left. Loon, you're kind of going off from the ley line. Ley line kind of goes this direction, and you're kind of veering away. But Thalis, it possibly is leading you directly, at least you hope, to the city of Syracuse. And as you approach, you can see the island in the distance. It actually exists. It's there. It is. Of course, you never having really been outside much, you wouldn't know if it wasn't there before or not. So
I will say during that 2 hours, Loon will do everything she can to get to know this guy. Get him, ask questions about, what does he do? What's his goal in life, and help him reach nirvana and zen and inner peace. So I like this guy. He's all right. You have a good soul. I can see that.
I try.
You sure you don't want a nut? I've got plenty.
Well, we spent so much time. I'll try a nut. They sound great.
Yeah, good. Just don't milk these ones. Like these ones, you got to milk them. They're very little, hard to milk. Ugh.
I'll keep that in mind.
well, it has been you almost make it to the edge of Syracuse when, Thalis, something pops up. A large underwater creature, and you realize that it is not actually an actual natural animal, but perhaps the work of artificers of old. And you realize that there are the legends are true, and there are a couple very large whale-like mechanical creatures, warforged of some sort, gigantic, and they begin to chase you.
I don't like it.
And on this tiny boat, this boat is not meant for battle. So you kind of start to veer away, and you notice that if you veer back away, these creatures do not come towards you. Whale Forge, yes, Reverend Tommy. And you decide that possibly the best thing to do is land a little bit of ways away. And you notice that there is several boats. There are several boats.
Uh-oh.
From Magecroft.
Yeah, we're not the first. Did I tell you about the king of Magecroft and what a jerk he is? And
No,
got
you
this
didn't.
ring that he made us wear that does not. I just don't like jewelry in general. But
Well, I understand, but jewelry can be very functional and fun if you put the right put the right infusions in there.
No,
I
I
really
hear
like
what
them
you're saying.
sometimes.
I
They're
should
really
have
great.
look at this ring, and so we could tell the king to F off. But so we're not alone. Are you cool with that? Are we gonna be friendly, or are we gonna?
I don't know if I have much of a choice at this point, to be honest.
Well, we could go around somewhere else, or I could turn into some sort of like flying creature and take you away.
I don't really know I don't really know this area very well, so I will I will defer to your judgment. I don't really know any of these people. But if you want, I can fly away. That's no problem.
Let's
all
move
covered,
your
ready for it. No problem. Just give me the word. Not an issue.
Loon, as you're debating your options, you see flying near this little landing with all these other boats far off in the distance, a familiar flying carpet.
Zoomy Doomy!
And a familiar person on the flying carpet. And yes, indeed, Echo, you do see in a small boat. It's Loon and a gnome.
And an echo!
I like every time you both come on, an echo happens in the audio. That is just great. I just want to say
Hey, Echo.
Hey.
We got two mics going at the same time. It's nice. I like it.
Now my microphone is too good.
Oh.
Okay. Is this immediately after
A little time has passed, and you've stayed on this island for quite some time.
Okay.
You know, a little bit of time. Long enough for the king to gather a group of ships and attempt a landing, which they have. You kind of backed off and saw them as they started to unload gear, soldiers, equipment, and you saw magically as little buildings just magically popped up. Like he's building a colony, like instantaneously.
freaking colonizers?
Oh,
Yeah. And you're like, he's building it actually right on top of, right next to your old, I was about to say stomping grounds, but that would be incorrect, wouldn't it? Just right.
flopping grounds, would you say?
We like to sunbathe on the beach a lot. In fact, that's exactly where I was heading. I have a cocktail.
Yeah.
Echo!
Loon!
Hey! What's going on? Look what I got. I got another gnome.
Oh, hello.
This was way nicer than that last one. Way nicer.
You didn't know her in the beginning. You know what? Never mind. There's a lot going on right now.
What's up? What's going on? Those guys? We gotta mess them up? Because I will mess them up with you. For him, because he needs help right now with the thing. I will mess them up.
What do you have? What is your thing? What is the thing?
I will let him speak his words.
My whole family is from this island.
My whole family's from this island.
Really?
Oh, that's so cute.
You're one of those guys.
I think I've heard stories about you guys too.
Yes, Echo, you would know that there used to be a whole city. There's cities all around the entire island. And one of the islands south of where you used to live was known for their amazing artificers who used to create all sorts of gigantic creatures and little tiny people, big giant creatures, and they'd ride them around, all sorts of things, all like ocean-going creatures and land-walking creatures, all sorts of amazing things all over the place. And that island, that city was beautiful. It was made of brass and had amazing defenses, but not anymore.
Yeah.
The only defenses, Echo, that you've seen are some of these creatures. And of course, that was so long ago, you don't exactly remember if those are what they used to be or if they've somehow changed.
You're one of the guys from the shiny place. You did the stuff with the things, and they were like clink, 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 clink.
Oh yes, we did do that. We still do. Now we're all trapped underneath Magecroft. We've been there forever. That's where
So
we've been
there's
this
some
whole
of
time.
you. It's not. There's more of you left.
Oh yeah, lots.
The rest of us are gone. I recently found out that the entire island and all of the inhabitants, except for those of us who happen to be off island for the moment, were transported to the fire plane.
Oh no.
And Hexor did it!
What? That nice old demon. He was such a chummy guy.
I'm going to just remind you that you just said nice old demon.
I did, didn't I?
He was really nice. He was incredible. He was so much fun. We had so much in common. We had a lot to talk about. We had a lot not in common, fire, water. It was steamy, let's just say that. But I mean, obviously he didn't do it on purpose to hurt us specifically, but he still murdered a crap ton of people by delivering our entire island and the surrounding waters to the freaking fire plane. So
Lou goes in and hugs the both of you. He's crying. Look at this little guy. It's okay.
No one could have foreseen that.
It's okay. I got you, little buddy. I got you, little buddy.
Thanks.
Oh,
sorry. I guess I could have probably delivered that news a little softer. I've had a couple weeks to deal with it.
I know.
I've had a couple weeks to deal with it.
You need a hug
to
too.
know.
And I take the little gnome and I push him up against you to hug. You guys want to hug it down?
Hug him.
Okay.
And I just grab his head and
yeah, I'm feeling the love right now. This is good.
I'm gonna say,
Thank you.
You are gnome. These are the largest tracts of land you've ever seen.
Okay.
Like I said, I was pretty sheltered.
I think he just hit puberty there. That's pretty good. I'm not opposed. How many of them are there?
There's a bunch. There's at least
5,
a couple
10,
hundred.
20, 25. What kind of arms?
There's at least a couple hundred. There are certainly a large group, maybe 50, 60 of actual uniformed, armed, well-regulated, and they seem to be, posting guard, things like that. There are several others. So there's probably about 350 people altogether milling about doing things. But they are there's a few, obviously, wizards who are waving their wands around, and boom, a little building pops up. Poop, a building pops up. Poop. They make a wall. So they're making defenses.
All right.
They're
Echo, do we want to have a conversation? Tell them to cease and desist. That they're really harsh in the landscape, or do you want to let them Let me ask you this also, Thales.
Yes.
Where's our names?
You're like, it's like Hades' Comet, but it's Thales' Comet. Got it.
If that helps you remember it, I don't know what it means, but that's fine.
I'm writing that down.
So Thales, you as a legacy resident and Echo as a legacy resident, what would you guys like to do? You want us to tell them to stop? Do we want to go to another part of the island for something? I don't know.
I don't know if the three of us walking up to them and telling them, "Hey, don't please," would work. But
something about manifest destiny, talk to your leader, that kind of thing.
Thales, there's still machines. I mean, there's still bronze shinies that your people have made.
I saw some of them when we were
on this island
sailing up. Yeah, it was crazy. There was like a couple of them underwater. Wow, they were really good too. Really good ones.
Can you get any of them working?
Maybe.
Like, a small army that is backed by battle slots.
It'd at least be possible, but I'd have to find them first.
Well, we have this flying carpet that does aerial views.
Oh, right. Thales, I'd like you to meet Zoomy Doomy. He doesn't bite.
Zoomy Doomy?
Zoomy Doomy.
The flying carpet.
Hi.
The corner of the carpet kind of gives a little wave.
Hi, Zoomy Doomy. Nice.
It should have some sort of sound effect like honka honka or something.
I mean, we've already put some ornaments on the front. There's no reason we can't put a clown horn too.
Absolutely. All right. So you're there. You're in the waters. You're far enough away from Syracuse to not activate any of its defensive creatures. You're also still just far enough away from those people from Magecroft who seem to be doing a very quick job. I mean, you're a few hundred yards at least. So I mean, you're
Damn it! I kind of want to sneak up and start sending sand fleas, infestation of sand fleas up on them.
You can easily hit the coast south of them, probably far out of range of their vision. Although you did see at least 3, possibly 4 or more wizards who literally were just casting some pretty good level spells there.
Yeah,
and
I know. I don't want to be in their range. I just want to give them a mild annoyance and let them.
We could just destroy all of their ships. That could be fun.
Oh, Thales, I like you.
Can we?
Yes.
I mean,
well,
I'm
usually a nice guy, but I don't really like those Magecroft people. I'm just going to tell you right now. I can't imagine why. Maybe because we've been held captive for hundreds of years. Maybe that's it.
Let it out. Let it out. Don't hold that in. That is not healthy for you.
It's been an emotional day for me.
I got you. Also, let's break those boats, huh?
there are 4 good-sized boats.
I think they would be pretty easy to destroy, right?
Well, I mean, if you can have a conversation with those giant Leviathan whales, mecha whales, whale prawns, I can have conversations with real whales.
Oh,
me too.
Yeah,
that's why you speak whale.
I can locate animals and plants and have a conversation. So,
I swore I wasn't going to use anyone with tentacles this campaign, but I don't know.
That's a lie. He's got a pile of them on the floor.
Yeah. So
do something new. Do something new.
Yeah.
Now that we're in the same place, I know all your secrets.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You're all in the same place. I'm gonna miss out on all the.
Well, hilariously. I was going to throw this at you, actually. Somebody was a good 35 feet away, but that's right. And this guy right here is actually an hour away in Austin. Although we have the same.
I thought you were in the same building. That's funny.
I know, right?
Yeah. Not that I've measured, but 41 miles. So
too high.
Too high.
Okay.
Oh, too high again. Sorry, these are so light. I didn't think. Tentacles.
I tell you, jugglers.
And the tentacle toss commences.
Honestly, Emily, don't we all? Don't we all?
I said I wasn't going to use tentacles, but you drew me back in. They wrapped their little tentacly things around me and pulled me back in.
Well, do you think it might be possible to fly to Syracuse so we can check out what might be over there and with those creatures, or are there defenses in the air as well?
Thales, if the legends are true, if something comes in from the air, and if they're still functional, there are air defenses. If the legends are true. I mean, who would do that? I mean, who would still have them running after 400 years just automatically?
We would.
I mean, yeah. These guys.
Take pride in your work. That's us.
Yeah, if you have a bad feeling that if those defenses are even 25% operational, they're enough to wipe out a pretty good sized army, which maybe everybody just give me a quick intelligence check.
I'm not saying intelligence is my jump stat, but
so yeah, you're like you're pretty sure that just having a total of a 3.
I got a 13.
Oh, 13.
24.
24. Good. So yeah, you're pretty sure that air, sea, land, they would probably wipe out an entire army. Maybe a small unit could sneak in, but
wait a minute. I see where you're going with this. I've got an idea forming in my brain.
Now, while you're thinking about that, Echo, I want you to know that they are literally making a colony pretty much on top of the beach that you used to, like, you and your sisters used to hang out on. You know for a fact that under the water, just off the coast, are some rocks barely above the surface. Some of little tiny islands, just rocks. And there's nothing on them usually. And that is where your underwater temples and your playgrounds all used to be. Now they're not there, but they're just right off the coast. I mean, the humans aren't there. So you're like, well, but they're right there. Yeah, over there.
We can set up a small base of operations right over there.
You could probably. Mm-hmm.
Do I have to breathe underwater?
You could hold your breath to get to some of these underwater caves.
Okay.
Yeah, I know all the shortcuts.
I could also turn into a fish if I have to, but yeah.
Also, not only does this man's boat do that whole Batman thing where it goes and then goes underwater for a little while, somebody's flying carpet actually also does that with a little glass dome bubble. And don't you remember? It is a flying swimming carpet.
Well, yeah, but I never thought about it having air for people because I don't need it.
Well, you don't need
like
it.
The bubble thing. I didn't realize that. Like, I knew it went underwater because, you just go underwater. Like, when you're, for me, I just go underwater. I didn't think about.
Tentacle.
See, I knew we were setting a bad precedent here.
She's like 30 feet away.
You're going to run out of stuff to throw.
I know. I'm like, oh, well, it gets more serious after that.
You're going to throw the camera.
We're like, no, not my ring light.
I'm already spending some time figuring out how to build one of those for myself. That sounds great. That's awesome.
All right.
But seriously, Loon, have we not gone for a swim together? Because we should totally do that.
Okay.
You do a fish thing and I'll do a fish thing. But not right now. Now we have business. We'll do that later.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. I want to check this out.
So what do you do?
Temple.
I want to get in Thales' thingy because I haven't been in it yet.
Oh, it's a
And
little.
I'll drive the carpet.
Oh, it's little. Oh,
I mean,
am I
it's big
gonna have
enough.
to like? Is it big enough for 2 6'5" creatures?
No.
Okay, we'll meet you there, Thales.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, if Loon drives the carpet, then you could ride with Thales.
Okay.
All right. So Loon, you actually have room now to spread out your sloth.
Oh yeah,
And
this
your other
is
animal.
great. I'm just gonna. Oh.
You cramp down in there, and so skirting around all of the colonists.
I don't want to get.
And heading out to some of the little rocky, and I mean, island is kind of a mist. It's tiny there, but it's it's the size of a large building, just above the surface of the water. But down below, underwater caves and things like that exist that are the temples of the Merfolk.
Oh, I just want to say, so while Thales and I are on our way in his shiny that he built, I'm just gonna be like, "What's that button do? What's that button do? What's that button do?"
And I'm going to have a lot of fun telling you what every button does because they're so awesome. I really love this device. It's wonderful. You're going to love it. Oh, yes. I'll go through every button. Don't worry.
I want to touch that one. I want to flip it. Can I flip it? Flip it? Flip the switch? Flip the switch?
No,
This
you
one?
can't flip
No,
that
not
one.
that
You,
one.
you can flip that
Okay.
one, but not that one.
Flip this switch. Okay, flip that one.
You can flip
Okay,
that one,
yeah.
yes.
I'll flip
There's
it
several
back.
flips.
Okay.
There are several switches over there you can flip. Those are fine. Those
And
are
this one
great.
floods the engines. Aw.
But we can restart them, so it's okay.
I was like,
Don't ruin this for me. This is the first time I've ever gone joyriding with anyone in my life. Leave me alone.
Aww.
no. All right, I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, leave us alone.
Right?
Oh, do I need to step out for a sec? I guess.
I'm in my carpet. I'm about to,
Well, as you get to your and Echo Echo, as you get to what you remember being one of the most beautiful temples, and on the outside it's just an island, and it's just rocks, and of course 400 years have gone by since it existed here. The outside used to be scorched. There used to be plants growing all over it, and now it's just bare rock. And as you're sitting there and kind of contemplating this moment, Loon, actually, everybody give me a perception check.
Woohoo!
I was really, really distracted by all the buttons and switches and flippies and shiny.
Nice.
I got an 18. I hope I saw something.
All right.
Yeah.
Babies?
I got a 6.
Well, I'm going to pretty much say that the two of you were looking into each other's eyes. And Loon, you're kind of like, this is getting awkward. And you look up, and there's the ley line. And you see flying along the ley line a flying ship. And it comes over from Maytop to the mountaintop that is at the top of the mountaintop at the top of the mountain.
Are you talking into a microphone or to an echo machine?
Oh, I think I echo machine. I'll talk slightly less. So you look up, or maybe echo if you mute your mic. There we go. So you look into as you look up, you see the ship, and you see that the ley line passes right over the top of the mountain. And Echo, you're like, oh yeah, like the top of that mountain used to be magical. There's a whole little town up there and everything, and wizards love it. and they appear. The ship comes down to try to make some sort of landing on that mountain. And out of the mountain comes a gigantic flying machine that looks kind of like a dragon of sorts. It's got 4 wings, jets. It reaches up into the sky. And as the ship is coming down and they get closer to each other, you see ballista shots, arrows, some magic being shot into it. And this dragon just comes up and destroys this ship. Just
one less colonizer for you, Echo.
And you see the few flags of Magecroft just kind of fluttering down in flames as everyone on the island at the bottom of the mountain was like, yeah, oh crap. Huh. And shower of burning wreckage, just like a big giant firework, as the big mechanical creature rips through the ship, cuts it in at least half, and then circles back around, back into the top of the mountain, and disappears. And as you ponder that, I think it's time for confessions.
Confession theme song. It's a confession song. Oh, that's a thing. Huh. Okay, so that'll take care of those stupid Magecrofty peoples who are spreading their stupid ways to this beautiful, pristine island. Now, why did the beach not have such beautiful defenses? Where can I get something that's gonna work with a mechanical clockwork dragon? I'm thinking tentacles and sucker pads and, maybe a shark or a whale shark with tentacles. I'm gonna get on that. Oh, would you like some nuts? Baby bird.
Breasts. I mean, no. Keep it together. No. I'm 38 years old. I can do this. I'm okay. Gotta help the people. Gotta help my people. Yes, we can do this. Now, it's gonna be okay. Okay. Yes. So we've got all of these devices. I just need to get in there to a place where I can figure them out. That's right. If we can just get that advantage, then we can take care of all of these Magecroft people. I hate those guys. Okay, we can do this. I think so. I don't know. Maybe she seems to think I'm pretty old, right? No. Forget it. No. 38. Never mind. So yeah, we can do this. Okay, we just have a few more ships. We gotta get them.
So cute.
There's so many places that I need to go find. It's really, really important places, really important things I need to do here. Sucks there's freaking colonizers, but that's something that can be dealt with because it's back. It's back. And it's gone because of him. You see, this is why I don't settle down. Every time it starts to go really well, that's when I find out that they're a freaking demon. Well, okay, I knew that he was a demon already, but you know what I mean. Okay. Anyway.
Hector.
Well. What are we to do on this beautiful island? That
I have something to say.
Hector?
I have to speak up because this is a lot. This is a lot.
We got a lot going on.
There's so much, and I have to confess that I'm so in love with all of you right now. I'm so pleased to be here, even if it is just a lot of drama, just a lot of love drama, and a lot of like hormones. It feels like magic, but it also kind of feels like hormones. And every once in a while, you think you're going to have this beautiful connection, and then, and a giant sea monster appears, or the clockwork shadow of your old sins. It's just, how can anyone talk to each other openly and have a healthy relationship under these circumstances? I just don't think you can. So, darlings out there in the ether, just roll high for love and romance amongst the players. That's all I'll say. Except I have a couple of more announcements. Since we've reached the halfway point of our show, I thought I would remind you of a few things. Like, for example, you can support the show and everybody who contributes to this channel by joining the Patreon and becoming a Patreon saint. Yes, that is right. It actually allows you to screw with the people in the middle of the game if you do such a thing. And it's kind of like interaction, but it's also kind of like giving you god powers. So follow the ticker at the bottom if you want to be part of that, dear ones. And then also, I should tell you that, remember, April 8th is only 2 days from now. And that is when Eisendoor's Vault of Tragic Treasures is launching their Kickstarter. So again, wouldn't you like a book, a tome, a grimoire full of magical items, full of treasure, full of tragedy? Then you can support their Kickstarter. We have been using items from their collection for seasons now. And if you like what you see, you can also have it. And I should tell you that we are not only here, but we are also on Discord. If you want to poke at us at other times, if you can't get enough of us because we've got shows 5 days a week, if you need more, then you can find us on Discord. It's a growing community, and it's lovely. It's weird and it's lovely. And I think this is the perfect time, since I've mentioned all the things, to say a hearty cheers as I bring everyone back in with their fancy goblets of fanciness.
Mm-hmm.
A hearty cheers to the Patreon saints.
Huzzah!
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 Drink
And a
deeply of
special
our cup.
cheer to Stephen Eldridge, who just joined our Patreon. So welcome back.
Just now.
Yes.
Just now.
Yeah, just now.
Just now, as
So
the voice
cheers.
said he should.
Mm-hmm,
I'm feeling very powerful right now.
Huzzah.
Because of that. Excellent, excellent. Now, on with the game.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring up the action cam. Boop. And do-da. And then we're going to get everybody in the right spot.
Oh, hey, look at that. We got names and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And
classic.
action cam. The action cam. Just ignore all the other things around you because we're not where I thought we would be. So, yes.
Did you think we were going to take out that whole army? No, wait.
I thought you might sneak in, but that's all right.
I'm going to try. I kind of want to. I still haven't given that up.
If I turn it to the left a little bit, yes, there's the marble tiles of your temple. Yes,
Ooh.
exactly how I planned. Just don't zoom out on that camera. Well, you just witnessed a terrific destruction of a ship, an airship, and you heard all the hundreds of people down below just gasp and rethink their life choices as they witnessed a giant mechanical dragon with 4 wings just eat a flying magical ship that had some high-level people on it. So that was no small feat. Again, yes, just some guy. You can definitely give -5 to my expectations. I think, well, that'll be a 2 on that.
Can they
Thanks.
go
All
lower?
right.
Can they get lower?
Get lower. Throw another -5 on there. I'm sure it will. So, all right. Well, there you are at the temple. It is a beautiful place the Blue Grotto, where the water, of course, for the merfolks, the sun shines in from various underground caves or underwater caves, and the light illuminates from underneath. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous place. Marble statues of ancient merfolk and merfolk gods all around. Some have tumbled, some have fallen, but hey, marbles forever. There's the Merfolk de Milo, and yeah.
Okay. I'm with you guys.
Am I on now?
You are now, yes.
I have some really, really important business in this place, but I know we got to focus on what we're doing right now. So I'm going to
Your business
try
is
really
important.
hard.
No,
focus
do
on
your
this.
business. This is important. We're here for you.
Well, that business is kind of like it's a ritual. It's a ceremony. It involves a lot of things. We really don't have time for it right now.
Is it something that you can wait on and do later? As long as you
I've
get it
been
done?
waiting a couple 100 years to do it. So yeah,
And that
I
couple,
think I can
I
wait.
think
My people kind of have too, so I
100.
understand.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you guys saw that ship. We were gonna. I remember what we were gonna do because I'm jazzed. So I've been working on this thing. I don't know if I am up to it yet. Making super crazy hybrid animals summoning. I might be able to. Hold on a second. I know a thing. How far are we from the guys? What? Oh, look, Paul's muted.
1,000 yards.
Ah,
That's still
So-
too far.
Just far enough that it's, you're not in their defensive perimeter or anything like that. So yeah, just far enough off the coast.
If I summon a critter, which I can do, it doesn't say how far away it can go.
Possibly. Depends on how many rounds, I guess.
3 hours.
Oh, yeah. It can easily go 1,000 yards unless it's very, very tiny. What would you like to do?
Well, guys, I'm giving you this option. I can summon, a critter that can, if we destroy their ships, they can't go anywhere.
I know.
Well, is that what you want?
Oh, well, is the goal to get rid of them so that they leave the island alone? I don't see them that likely to happen because they tend to be. My experience with them has been they're pretty tenacious.
Yeah. All right. Tell me what the goal is.
They're gonna bring more ships, but there's no reason we can't mess up these.
Okay. You just tell me what the goal is, and I will make it happen.
Well, I think the goal is to either get them to leave or defeat them all in some way, and so that they don't come back, or it's difficult for them to come back, right?
So that I know these guys. Isn't it about money and prestige and stuff? Make sure it costs more. Yeah.
But you gotta live to have the prestige and spend it.
They want to put down their flag and then find all the resources and take that. Okay, I'm just gonna stop.
So we want them to go away.
She's not wrong.
That's our goal, right?
Yes.
The three of us cannot take on a whole big army by ourselves.
I think I could only do about 10 at most.
Yeah, that's why I kind of thought we were gonna go gather up a bunch of shinies and see if you could make them work again.
That's definitely an option too.
Okay, I'm cool.
But if
she would miss them. But are you sure you don't want me to destroy the ships just for giggles?
Yes, do it.
Okay.
That would be fun. I would like that. I'd like that a lot.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. There
Let's
are
see
indeed
it.
4 ships.
I think putting them on the defensive would be a good idea because if they're defensive, they're not going to move as fast. think that's going to be the best thing.
All right. How would you like to do it?
What is your ship defeating creature summoning plan?
Well, so I have the ability to summon a spirit that assumes an animal form, and as an action, I can expend a use of my wild shape feature to cast a find familiar spell without components. That's pretty cool. And then I cast a smell. It's a fae instead of a beast, and the familiar disappears in the number of hours. So it would disappear. Doesn't say anything about reach, but it takes one action. So I can only make one. What do you say about the giant? It's a fey creature, and I'm going to put this up to you guys. Can it be a whale squid? I'm just asking.
I'm going to say I could roll a die and maybe decide if you can. It comes from the fae. I mean,
it's a spirit that takes on a form of an animal.
Now, before you decide, it does have tentacles.
I threw most of my tentacles at
Hey,
at
do you
Echo.
need some back?
Yeah.
Hey, at least I didn't knock your drink over onto your character sheet.
Did I do that?
Actually, no, you didn't knock it over, but you did hit it twice and it spilled twice. And I only learned after the second one to move my drink, since you're probably going to keep throwing things at me.
I mean, this is my angle. I've got one shot here. That's.
So what do you guys think, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's definitely whale squid. I mean, obviously, it's my planet. Yes.
So I'm picturing, like, you know how a whale's mouth is like huge and like goes like way back on its body. So like its whole mouth, like it's not right here. It's all the way like back there is all tentacles.
It has to be squid whale.
Well, I don't know. It'd be like a whale squiddo or squid whale-o.
Okay, so I ran a LARP one time, and there was a guy who was we were like, he's a spy, but he had to have some sort of job like that everybody kind of like, that's your cover. And he was a rope on a stick salesman. And he was like, but there's a deluxe version, stick on a rope.
It depends on where you hold it, really. I mean, okay,
but
sign
me up.
Reverend Tommy brings up a really good point. I believe this whole thing was originally going to be the whale shark squid. Now I know I may be crossing a line.
The perfect blend. I like this plan. This is great.
This may be a little bit much, but maybe because someone gave me a Nat 20, their Nat 21, their critical success earlier in the show. And let's say if someone else wants to throw down one more 21, maybe Paul will say yes to the whale shark squid. Beautiful perfection of boat breaking beasts.
I'm in. Like
so now I'm imagining that it's a whale mouth with shark teeth and the tentacles, but it also has the krill catchers and the blowhole
all around the outside. It's got to bring your prey in to the shark teeth, but it's all on a whale body, so it's like huge.
Yeah, and just because the blowhole of the shark also has tentacles, so when he blows air out, the tentacles go.
Why are we not having this in the real world?
Does it also ink them before it destroys them? Please tell me it inks them.
Oh, obviously, yes, definitely.
Also, I believe we're kind of like channeling some of our gothic horror. This is all for Handler Z's fault. I'm telling you right now.
It's true. Yeah. And, I know just some guy from Tennessee is sitting at home going, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to 3D print this right now. It's all you, buddy. It's all you. I'm 1,000.
If we go much further with this, I'm gonna have to change my alignment right quick.
Man, I tell you, being true neutral is the bomb.
I think we're gonna like catch a whole new audience with this one.
Loon, you stand on the top of the rock that is the top of the temple of Echo's people, and you and up from the depths, 30 stories high, Godzilla, but not Godzilla.
And whale shark squid.
Whale shark squid.
These are the symbols for whale shark squid.
As the people on the shore continue to frantically build the defenses that they hope will save them from any creatures coming down the mountain at them, behind them they turn and gasp as the whale shark squid rips right through the first two of their ships, just cleaving them in half.
This is all because of those many, many Nat critical successes. Oh, you guys are amazing.
Just instantaneously crushing two of them. They just shatter into the waves. The waves kick up the other two. One of the boats rolls up onto the sandy beach, and everyone turns around and is like, oh crap. I might just have to make a brand new monster of the month.
If I'd known it was going to be this destructive, maybe we should have snuck in and done stuff while this was going on. Nobody would have seen us.
Right? And then, so a couple of the wizards do turn around. A bolt of lightning shoots out from the middle of the colony, hitting the creature. And a tentacle arm swings back. I'm just gonna hold on to this die roll and see if anybody gives me a success or anything like that. It rolls up onto the shore with the crashing wave and tries to swat a couple of the wizards. I actually just rolled a 19. Let's see.
If you need more, I'll give you some flash of genius.
Not terrible amounts of damage, but they run screaming. One more lightning bolt gets blasted at him, and then it rips right through the other boats. It actually pulls the boat that was on the shore off the shore, swings it around and smashes the other boat with that boat.
Yeah, I'm getting naked for this.
Destroying literally all hell breaks loose, and whale shark knows hellish rebuke. Bam, 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 bam. I'm gonna say that with that it slides off into the water as they attempt to get as far away from the waves as they can, and yet not out of the defenses that they've created. So they're like up as far on the shore as they possibly can get on the wall. The militiamen stand there with their pikes out, and you do make out one guy's definitely the leader. He's got the tallest of tall helmets, doing the hand gestures from where you're standing. You just make him out, rallying his men.
How far is he?
Oh, he's 1,000 yards. I mean, they're pretty far away. But you can definitely see the giant plume on his head, and he stands larger than almost any of the other men. Definitely, that guy's the leader. That's the leader guy. And as your creature, was it whale shark squid?
Yeah, whale shark.
Slides
you can
back.
see in this comment right here, we have the emojis: whale, shark,
Shark squid.
Yeah.
Also, I think we need to clarify though, this isn't a whale shark, like a whale shark is a thing.
No.
This is a whale shark squid.
50% whale, 50% shark, 50% squid.
Right.
Under 50% always gives at least 110%.
This is old.
They sit there watching their horribly wrecked fleet as the creature slides back into the water and then disappears back into the Fey realm.
Gus, you are amazing, and I will always love you.
His name was Gus.
Yeah, Gus. Whale, shark, squid. Gus. Duh. That was for you, Echo. That was for you, Daly.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was great.
Oh, Thales.
Squid.
There's so many weird things that you haven't seen yet. I'm so glad that you've met us.
This has been the best day of my life.
Eventually, the waves caused by whale shark squid
Gus.
roll back actually towards you. And it's that thing where like the time the wave diminishes, but definitely that's that wave, the wake of the whale shark squid splashes up against the temple as you're like, yeah,
That is very good wave. I mean, I can only do that a couple times, but
once was fine.
You did it though. That was nice, Loon. Good job.
Great. That was great.
okay. What do you guys want to do now?
Now we need to explore and see what we can find as far as those creatures and those mechanical creatures, and see if I can work my magic.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to build a shiny little army. I think that would be great.
That would be fun. So you two know I really don't know the island at all. So any ideas where we should go or what we could try?
I could take you to the spot where I've seen the most of them so far. I haven't seen every inch of the island since I've been here, but I can show you where I've seen the most of them gathered in one place. Right, DM?
Oh yeah.
Will they not attack if we show up?
Well, you've seen the most south of you near Syracuse. There are a few more cities along the coastline up to the north. And then, of course, there's the giant volcano. That's a little bit also... There's a giant volcano between you and Syracuse. It's called Mount Et.
That's where I bet the base is. It's always in a volcano.
Wouldn't Syracuse be Syracuse?
Yeah, technically, if you were just depends on your pronunciation of the letters,
Syracuse.
I think it means it depends on if it's singular or plural.
It's round. It's a Syracuse.
Yeah, I get it.
Just because we're dropping the last letters of everything and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. All right. Anyway. So yeah, you definitely echo the largest and most fearsome creatures definitely to the south in Syracuse. Again, the cities are mostly destroyed themselves, but the rubble is still there. Some buildings still stand, much like your typical 500-year-old ruin.
Oh, and we like to build underground, so don't worry.
And Thales, you do know that. Well, you've heard legend that the harbor is extremely well guarded by devices and artificer magic. Do not enter the harbor. If even 25% of the rumors are true, you will be stabbed, flipped over, shot, lasered, and then cut in half. And that's only 25%.
Okay. Not the harbor. Definitely not the
probably-
harbor. We're not going in the harbor. I've heard bad things about the harbor. The harbor's bad. Definitely, we're not going into the harbor. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
maybe a nice land route.
Okay.
There's definitely places to land north of the city, hopefully outside of what you think are the defensive range of these creatures. I'm gonna just give a quick random check. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you are starting to head south towards Syracuse, and in the jungles out there, just a bit inland. Now there are mountains as they rise up as they go inland. You see a shining brass creature, mechanical creature that is off in the jungles. It's huge and round and has at least 2 mechanical arms. And you believe, you won't believe that, because I actually just rolled a 18, a 19, and a 17 just to see what the chances are of this being nearby. So it is nearby, and I'm gonna say that it is just close enough that it is wandering around in the forests, but far enough from the colony that it does not know the colony is there.
It could. Just saying. It could.
The idea does spring to your mind, clearly.
Yeah, it's this hat. Every now and then, this little owl says, you know. So that's a good idea.
Well, maybe we should go down and take a look.
So, Thales, do you know how to talk to these things? Like, how to tell them that you're one of its people and give it instructions?
So do I, Paul?
I'm gonna say that we've never really tried. It's possible that you might have some sort of passcode, maybe if they're made by your same family. Otherwise, it's probably a different code.
It's kind of like anything that an artificer makes. It's one of those things where first you look at it and you say, "How would I have done it?" And then you go backwards on how you would have done it, and then you're all good because genius is genius.
Okay, so what if we subdue it in some sort of way that you can get into the parts of it that have the passcode and tell it that's not your passcode anymore, you have a new one now?
Well, that may not be necessary. It depends on how it reacts to our presence. If it reacts in a belligerent manner, we might, that might be a good idea.
All right. So what would you like to do? It is wandering about seemingly aimlessly, randomly, occasionally picking up something and smashing it. It does tower above the trees along the coastline. I mean, it's a good 40 feet tall. It's pretty darn good. So pretty darn big.
Wow.
You want me to throw you at it or something?
Yeah, maybe just
I'll pick him up.
If I had built it, where would I put an entrance?
Well, do you get close enough to find out? That is the key.
Sure. Let's get closer.
Are you all jumping in on? Are you on foot? Are you going to take the flying carpet?
Carpet?
Carpet would probably be safer.
Oh no! Is Echo silent?
It's muted. I think so.
I generally vote for flying carpet.
Okay, let's do flying carpet. I like that. That's a good idea.
Most things don't look up all the time. They kind of like look this way. So It's good to come from above.
Maybe.
Most things don't look
Maybe.
down either.
There might be an entrance from above. It's possible.
Oh.
Just to answer, just some guy from Tennessee's, would the defenses recognize Echo as royalty or the proper mer person owner if they belong to the Merfolk? But this is definitely not Merfolk technology.
But then there's me. There's me.
There is Thales, and perhaps if this is one of those creatures that was created by his family, there's a chance. I haven't rolled it yet, but there's a chance that perhaps if the 400-year-old family lineage of how to make things goes down the line, perhaps he has a chance. If not, well, I'd say run.
Oh, this was a complicated character. It only took me 2 days to make. I could make another. So let's do this.
Although you do have a Nat21 coming to you.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, let's do this.
So you fly up, you fly over, and you're high enough, Thales, that you get a good look at it. Are you going to use that crit 21 to kind of get a perception on there, or actually investigation to try to see if you can figure this out?
I don't know. I think I might want that.
No, do it.
You think so? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Nat 21 on investigation. Tell me everything.
All right, you take a look at it, and you see that although it is not your family's makings, you have a pretty good idea, more or less, of the general type of creature it is, and perhaps, there's always a reset switch. So if you can get close enough to it, perhaps if the research restart switch exists, then perhaps you can hit it. And if you were a gnome tinkerer, that's exactly where you'd put it, right underneath. The trick is getting there.
Under the butt?
Right on the bottom, just right.
Like you just gotta go like that.
Reset. It's the reset button.
You guys just gotta touch that one spot
I
there.
mean, at least go like this.
Yeah, I've heard about that family. They like to do stuff like that.
This giant creature is entirely round, but with legs and little arms, and it might be a little too far away.
Oh wait, does it look kind of like an orange?
It looks bronzy orange. It most certainly does.
Did you forget to grab onto it? Is it too far away?
It might be a little too far away.
I will let you grab it while we make distracting discussions.
Okay.
So, do we try to fly in with the carpet and get all up under there? Or do we climb up the legs? Or do we climb from the top down? You want me to spider and give him a ride?
Does it have vision? Like, does it perceive with some sort of visual way, or because if we can sneak up behind it and swoop on underneath it?
Yeah, I would think that the we can just fly up underneath, and I can just be pushed right on it.
Yeah, I just don't know if there's a behind of a spherical thing. I don't know that word.
There's a bottom.
What was that? And the other thing?
It does have a top part that spins, and it definitely has some vision. There's obviously sensors of some sort all around it, like an R2 unit, sort of.
Let me see it. Let me see the thing.
So apparently it's 1,260 miles away, but it kind of looks like this. All right. Here's the other one.
Okay, we're not doing a gnome toss. We're not doing a gnome toss.
We're gonna go from behind and underneath. It'll be fine.
Sure, we
And-
won't
and then-
know. Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that.
All right. So Echo, are you flying?
Yes.
I'm going to need you to make the patented animal
handling check. Okay. What's my animal handling? That's a 12.
Flash of genius, flash of genius, flash of genius, flash of genius.
What is that? Plus D10?
No, +4.
Oh,
My
plus four,
intelligence.
okay. That's 16. Okay. So
Okay. Thank you.
as you fly in and you're like, I'm just going to roll underneath, you see its top half rotate around. It clearly saw you coming, and a giant arm swings over to swat you out of the sky.
I
Your
am
animal
there
handling
to
check?
defend. I am there to defend all members
All
on
right.
the carpet.
With a massive 12, your animal handling check, you swing away just in time as this arm swings down, smashes through the trees as it takes a few more steps, and then and its top half spins around as the two arms try to grab you again. You fly under now. Unfortunately, that animal handling check. Oh no, it was 16. So you actually are close enough as you zip underneath. Thales, you're going to have to make some kind of roll to leap towards that reset button from the.
Okay.
Would it help if I threw him?
If your throw is good, yes.
Okay.
Well, you've got an advantage right now, so roll 2.
You do have advantage.
Oh, roll 2? Oh, yes, that's right. Good. That's a good thing. Let me tell you, that was a good thing. Not that good though. Okay. I rolled an 8 plus any bonus I might get.
Strength or dex?
It'd be athletics.
Athletics?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm an athletic.
No pressure at all.
Ouch. So that's -1.
Oh. You should have thrown him.
Seven.
You leap. Not even close.
wait!
Oh.
Boom!
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, all right. You leap. The second part, of course, is that Echo has to not leave him behind. As you leap up, that Nat21 saves you. You bounce off its leg and use it to push you farther. You will be able to reach it now. The amazing check to see, does it exist? Because you hope it's there. And I'm gonna roll. La 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 la. I'm pretty sure it's a 50-50 on that one. Well, you hit some button. It may not be the reset button.
Is it the make it angrier button?
You've just set it to evil.
No.
Oh, you just set that robot to evil.
Yeah, that's not funny.
I hate that family. That family was horrible. That family sucks.
As you land back onto the flying carpet and Echo flies between its legs up and around, you're lying there as you see giant metal blades spin out from the orb as it seems to go into some kind of battle mode.
Oh. Okay, plan B. We
lead the creature to the group. Yes, I like that.
I like the way you're thinking. All right, Echo. So, I guess you tell each other that.
Yes.
Echo, the colony is a bit of a distance. You can fly pretty fast. The giant orange seems to have a bead on you and is starting to run through the woods. Give me another. You see a large cylindrical object shift out of the orange, and you're pretty sure that maybe it's going to shoot, maybe, I don't know, ballista or something, and you're thinking maybe you should dodge that. So give me an animal handling check right now.
Okay, 16 again.
Oh, all right.
Yay!
Well, 16 on my own.
Yay!
It's just enough as you're like, I probably shouldn't be directly in its way. And you dodge down as a ball of fire shoots out from it and explodes in the spot that you were just recently in. You're like, I'll try to stay a little bit ahead of it. So you go a little faster towards the colony. It is at that moment that the colony does realize that you were there, and also a giant robot monster is headed that way. And you hear the screams and the sounds of the alarm as if they weren't having a bad enough day already.
Fly past the colony and go underwater.
Oh.
Just go zoom and then underwater. And I don't, if that thing's throwing fireballs, it's not going to do good underwater, is it?
That's true. All right, so Echo, give me another animal handling check. And you can use
18.
the advantage that Connie just threw at you. All right, and see if you've got advantage on that. So why don't you roll again? See if you get a crit.
17.
All right, pretty darn good.
Yeah.
You zoom overhead. I'm gonna give these guys a chance to see if they. No, well, since you're not actually firing at them or anything like that, they get defensive. They put up shields. They hold their bows.
We were just running away from that thing, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you zoom overhead. No, they don't attack you. They just kind of they're just ready to. They're just trying to hold down whatever they can as. It does get one last shot off at you, nowhere near you, and you sail over the colony and dive into the water. As you look back, you see the giant robot creature.
That thing is terrifying to some guy. That's all I gotta say about that.
I say successful plan. Worked out.
I like my favorite part is how we didn't go ask them what was up or what they were doing. We were just like, colonizers, get them.
I mean, maybe they're here to, I don't know.
Nothing good,
down
I swear.
trees.
I assure you.
Technically, they kept all of my people prisoner for 400 years, so I think I can afford a little animosity.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
So as you dive under the water, you definitely see a fireball arc out of the let's just call it a cannon, and hitting the stationary target. That would be a few buildings that they have magically produced in the last hour, and it just explodes, and you just sail underneath the water. And that's pretty
I want
much
to high five everyone because collectively, team, that was amazing. That was amazing. You guys were. Come on, bring it in. Group hug. That was really good.
All right.
So should we go up and look at it and see all the destruction, or would that be uncouth?
Honestly, we just gonna hang out here for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I mean, you're there. You're
right.
Yeah. Oh, there you are underwater.
This is the area
This is the area that Echo would have played around in. And there's like a park.
Oh, that's a lovely little park there. I like it.
Yeah. Schools.
Well, if we just chill out and rest for a while, I might be able to get some of my beef back.
Ooh. I can introduce you to this great game called Fizbin. You'll love it.
Oh, I love Fizbin.
Nice.
All right.
Is that the one where you throw beer cans at each other and you hit it with a spear?
No, I think that's Fizz Gig.
No, that's something else.
Ball.
The Fizz Gig is that little monster that's like all.
I see.
All right. So what do you do?
I want to rest and listen. What do you guys want to do?
I think that's a good idea. Definitely a good idea.
Streaming stops hopefully in an hour or two. Then we could go up and finish them off with some big beefy juice.
All right. So you head back to the temple then, which there does, even though it's partially underwater, there are places to hang out that you can breathe air in, as merfolk breathe air as well. So you zoop underneath the water up into the grotto and relax in the temple for a while.
You want here? Let me make you a drink there, Echo. I got some of this.
Yeah, I could use that. It's been nonstop.
Oh yeah, this is.
Echo, this is the first time you've been in this merfolk temple in 400 years. You were much smaller back then, and you remembered being a little bit more opulent. Of course, this been raided. It's been, anything of value has been taken.
They got to it already? Damn.
Oh no, this was probably I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't put that together, but it is 400 years since merfolk stepped foot here.
What? Oh, so like on the fire plane, people? Oh, fire things that live on the fire plane got to it. Right. Yeah. Some of the statues are still somewhat there, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I want to just go up to one of the statues and just sort of be with it for a minute.
Oh, you have a little moment. Oh, I wish I had some statues. Wait, no statue.
I give Thales some food, and you should try these nuts. They're good.
Oh, good. I like your nuts.
No statue. Aw. All right, so you relax. You take short rest.
Long rest if we can. I don't know which one's gonna give me my big.
Whoa. Good nuts.
Thank you.
Woohoo.
Echo, as you're standing there in front of one of the statues,
Yes, I can do a short rest.
it starts to glow. And it just shimmers faintly. And you see that as it is above the water, you see a tear come from its eye and roll down. And you feel like it's trying to tell you something.
I want to know what it's trying to tell me.
You get a sense, of course, that you're coming back to a place, of course, that you have not been in 400 years, that no other merfolk has stood here or swam here. And you get a sense that you need to return this temple to its original glory, and that perhaps somewhere on the island is some way to do that. As if the statue is telling you that objects that once belonged in the temple are somewhere on this island and need to come back.
Do I recognize? I don't recognize what might be missing.
I mean, everything is missing. So, the statue once held a golden trident. The statue, there used to be beautiful shields, decorative shields all across, naming each family all over the temple. So, yeah, there's absolutely everything is missing. But you do get a sense that piece that you're missing from your life, that tail, your ability to gain a tail is out there somewhere.
Loon, take your clothes off. We have to do some thinking. Okay. We have important shit to do. We have to restore this temple. We have to bring it back. I don't know exactly how to do that. I do know what the tail ceremony is supposed to be like. It's gonna be weird without all the mer priestesses and like all the steps and stuff, but I think we can recreate it. And not only will I get my freaking tail finally, but I don't know. I think we have to bring this temple back, not just for the tail ceremony, but just for we have to bring this temple back.
Okay. I like
and
it.
we can. The way to do it is on the island, and we just have to figure it out.
Okay.
You're helping me with my people, so I'm in.
Yeah, we're gonna help all of our people, I think.
Yay!
Yeah.
What other people were here?
Well, for Echo, as far as you knew, there were humans, there were gnomes, there were minotaurs, there were, of course, a couple of centaurs. You're not too familiar with. You actually probably never. Well, maybe probably never even saw a centaur, but you heard about them. Let's see. Probably saw minotaurs, of course, and
Were there unicorns?
yeah. There's always unicorns. Yes. And Echo, when you have this discussion with your friends and you just feel that behind, the glow of this place, and that perhaps the souls of those merfolk that were killed, perhaps they can be at rest and perhaps more if you succeed on your quest.
I'm feeling it. There's some very good energy in here. I feel hope. I feel optimism. I feel like we did a good thing today. Dailies, you are amazing. Echo, you are amazing. This was a very good day and just the very beginning. We have this whole new land that we are little seeds, and we will help grow this land into a big, beautiful bush. Not as big as the world tree, Yggdrasil, but it's still a big tree. And
you're having this discussion on the back balcony of the outside rock of this temple as you look west into the burning wreckage of the colony.
Whoopsie.
no whoops.
As the giant orange tramples off into the jungle, leaving a trail of wreckage. This burning buildings of the colony off into the not setting sun, but this the burning wreckage of the colony. And you all kind of like, good job, everybody.
I know it's a pretty good first day. What do you think? Huh?
I think that's about where we're going to leave it here for tonight, because we can't top that, really.
I picked a great day to lean true neutral.
Are we all just straight up neutral? Because I think we are.
I didn't used to be before, but now I think I kind of am.
No, you haven't done anything that would make you not good.
Well, before we give our players one parting confessions, Carmel, come on back.
Oh, you look so good.
Oh, hello, darlings. I've been so entertained. So entertained. I'm so glad to be here. But I should tell you that I'm other places as well, and so can you be, because we have shows on the Nat21 Adventures Twitch channel 5 nights a week, Sunday through Thursday. We've got Sunday Side Quest and then the Haiku Wrap Up. Mondays are for Glamour Hobo Bedtime Tales, which is hosted by moi, where I read you some classic sci-fi and perhaps sing, and I dress even crazier than that for bed. And then on Tuesdays, of course, we have This Fine Fabulous Fantasy. And on Wednesdays, there is Creating with the Crew in the afternoon, followed by Tarot for Tower Times with Madame Ansa in the evening, where you can learn about tarot and perhaps even get your cards read. On Thursday, we now have the Delta Green adventure that just started last week. And then you rest, because it's a lot. You just need 2 days off to just recover. Bit of a refractory period. And I'm being whispered at for something.
You're all good.
Okay. So remember, if you want to be part of this strange family of choice, then please become a Patreon saint. You can see all of our shows in the schedule in our Facebook and of course on the YouTube. And look, I found you a thing. It's right there.
I love it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Take a screenshot. It'll last longer.
Now I'm going to just bow away quietly, and I want to hear what you have to say for yourselves.
Well,
Well, me. Well, I should go last, honestly. But let's find out what let's find out what our first time player here has to say about his first adventure with us.
It was just great. It was just wonderful. I owe it all to the Legion of Gnome, who knew that they were so wonderful and great, because I met some great people and they get naked a lot. Huh. This is the best ever. My dad was so right. So wonderful. This is just the best adventure, and we're going to get our land back and everything's going to be wonderful.
it was a pretty good day. It's not every day I get to. Well, a couple days I get to lay down some massive destruction. But, you know, I'm making new friends. And I like this little gnome guy. It is so sweet. He's so cute. It's like, 3 bites and he's gone. Yeah. He's so skinny, though. I got to give him some more food. He's wasting away. I'm very proud of Echo. Very proud. Very proud. And I am honored to be hanging out.
I'm gonna get my tail. I'm gonna get my tail. I'm gonna get my tail. I've been waiting like 300 and something years and just walking around with these legs. Oh, sure, I can swim underwater. Yeah, I'm still a merfolk, but I haven't had a freaking tail to swim with. And now it might still actually be possible. I don't know if it's going to work, but it might be possible. We might be able to do my tail ceremony and then I can have my tail.
Aww.
And also maybe bring some justice to the horrible, horrible injustice that's been done. All thanks to freaking Hexor. Why did it have to be him? Why did it have to be him?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was him because that was the best storyline to go with. So I was like, oh, yeah, by the way, it was him. Yeah. Well, my friends, tune in next week on the Nat21 Adventures. We have our newest player as well coming to join the party, Louis Scaredeck from the London Broil Show. And by the way, just so you know, the Scarborough Fair, which is where he'll be performing, it goes on for 8 weeks, starting next weekend. But myself, Andrew McKee, and Kitty Kaos, who is one of the Washable wenches, by the way, will be performing right here at the Sherwood Forest Fair for the next 7 weekends. So come on out, and we hope to see you all there. But we hope to see you on our Twitch channel, Nat21 Adventures. We've got programming Sunday through Thursday. So come on back. We hope to see you all again, my friends. And remember, this is Nat21 Adventures. Boop. Here we go. That's right. When a natural 20 just won't do, my friends.
Oh, I got
you
it.
need I'm Nat.
Look
21.
Can you see me now?
I gotta hit the button.
Can you see me now?
Wait, I'm hitting the button. End credits.